Hello everyone and welcome to the third and final video in this three-part series on VTP. In this video I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of different show commands for VTP to get some statistics and settings. After that we'll take a walk through a test network that is in desperate need of some troubleshooting. Getting started, we'll take a look at S3 using variations of the show VTP command. Now, in order to get a more immediate overview of how VTP is set up on any certain switch, you should use the show VTP status command. So I'll go ahead and run that here. And in this command, you'll see settings such as the VTP version you are running, that being VTP version 2 here, the configuration revision number of the VLAN database itself, and the VTP domain name that I have set to CS Tech. One setting you will notice that is not there is the VTP password. This is because the show VTP password command is used to access the VTP password. So we'll go ahead and run show VTP password here, and we can see that the VTP password is set to CS Tech. The last command is show VTP counters. So I'll go ahead and run that, show VTP counters. This command shows you the VTP related statistics for that device, such as the number of summary, subset, and request advertisements that have been both received and transmitted. Now, to put these commands to good use, let's hop into the test network and see how to use these commands to troubleshoot a VTP network. Most of the switches in this network are not updating their their VLAN databases to match what is currently showing in the VTP server switch, which is S3. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at each one and see what exactly is causing those issues. To start, let's hop into S1 and run a show VTP status command to see what configuration it is running. So now that we've ran the show VTP status command, we can see that everything seems to be identical to what is running on the server switch, so no problems here. However, if we run a show VTP password command though, we can see that the VTP password set on this switch is slightly misspelled, which is then preventing it from speaking to our VTP server in the domain. So knowing that, all I need to do is go into global configuration mode and type in VTP password, and I will change it to CSTech to match what is on the server. Now that that's all taken care of, we should be able to run a show VLAN brief command and see that we have had these 3 VLANs automatically populated from our server switch. Moving on to S2, we can see that everything is being handled just fine, as running a show VLAN brief command shows all 3 of our VLANs here, so everything seems to be good with S2. If we go ahead and open up switch 4 and run a show VLAN brief command, you can see that switch 4 is also not updating its VLAN database with the server. So in order to see exactly what's going on, let's type in another show VTP status command. And among a number of other things, we can see that the operating mode is set to transparent. Now, depending on the network that you're deploying these switches in, you may want the switch to be transparent so it doesn't receive those same updates that all the other switches are. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and want all of our non-server switches to be configured as clients so that we all get the same VLAN configuration. So knowing this, we can go into global config mode and type in VTP mode client. That will go ahead and set the mode to client. You can hit end and type in a show VTP, show VLAN brief command. And we can see that we now have our 3 extra VLANs. Now, coming up on the last switch in our setup here, we immediately see that the switch is actually throwing us errors right off the bat, saying that there is a domain mismatch and that it's unable to perform the trunk negotiation. Now, that error pretty much tells us all we need to know. However, just so we can see what's actually going on and actually what's wrong, let's go ahead and run a show VTP status command. So we can see that the VTP domain name is actually set to null, and that is not what we want. So let's go ahead and remedy this by typing in config to get into the global configuration mode of the switch and type in VTP domain cstech. Now that the domains are matching, we can go ahead and end out of that session and type in show VLAN brief, and we can see that our VLANs have once again populated. Alright, now that our little test network is fully operational, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here. So I hope this helps you better understand VTP, and thank you for watching.